What's good of y'all? Buckle up coming through on a quick drop special. Big ups to everybody already subbed in. Appreciate it all. And if you haven't already subbed in, sub in. And welcome. And of course, if you feel what I'm talking about, make sure you hit that like sign before you get out of here, yo. Hit that like sign before you get out of here. I got games coming soon. Just remember, take the money off the floor. And as always, Sports Prediction 101 Cash App is in the description box for those who win and want to show love. Alright, now let's get to the chop. What we came here to chop it up about on this one. So, first of all, well, y'all know we're gonna talk a little bit about I'm gonna talk a little bit about this releasing of sparring footage that been going on. That been going on in the sport of boxing. The releasing of sparring footage. Now, first of all, before I get started, hold up, give me a second, y'all. Give me a hot second. Alright, first of all, I want to start off by saying this. BFTB did a video recently, y'all. It was Javante Davis loyalty makes him 12 years a slave through the PBC. And that, go check that video out. In that video, BFTB exposed what the PBC has been doing to boxing for years. And it's the number one reason on how the sport got to what it got to when it comes to creating these fighters that they plan to keep undefeated. That's what happened. That's what happened, y'all. So, what I'm coming to talk about tonight, as far as this spawn shit. So, this releasing spawn footage, it took a whole new stand once it started with somebody from it started with somebody from Tank Team getting the footage released on Tank versus Devin. Right? That's where it started. Started with somebody from Tank's team getting the footage released on Tank versus Devin. Alright? But only releasing the parts of the footage where Tank got the best of Devin, but not showing Devin having any success with Tank. And then they say Floyd later on had the whole spawn footage released, where we could see Devin getting the best of Tank, and at the same time Floyd looking like he was helping to see to see it go that way. And when I looked at that footage, I don't know if y'all seen the same thing, but it looked to me like, for some reason, Floyd was looking to see it go just how it went. It just wasn't going right. It looked Devin. It was times when Tank had his back turned, talking to motherfuckers, and Devin still punching him in the back of the head. All kinds of shit was going on. Just a lot of shit going on. And at the same time, he was getting handled face to face too. It was crazy. But I could be wrong, but that's what it looked like to me. Y'all, if you're listening to the video, tell me what you might have felt about it in the comments. What you felt about the full spawn when you seen it. Did you see a lot of crazy shit going on? If you did, let me know in the comments. But bottom line is, why come out? My thing is, y'all, the reason I'm talking about this, why come with footage showing bits and pieces that fit whatever narrative you trying to push? Why do that? For anybody to do that, you release a bit and a piece, a motherfucker, smart motherfucker like myself, first thing I'm gonna think, what narrative is you trying to push? What you trying to put together? That's the first thing I'm gonna be thinking. You know, I say to myself, you know what I meant to ask y'all, like, what kind of behavior do you call this? What kind of behavior do you call this? When you show people a part of something that in reality, that person don't even know there's a whole nother side to see. Y'all feel me? Like, what you call that? What you call a person like that do shit like that? And so now, Jay Prince just recently puts out bits and piece sparring of Abdullah Mason sparring Kid Austin. Of course, for y'all who don't know, Abdullah Mason is under Jay Prince, who put this motherfucking video out. This bit and piece video out. Right? So, and of course, like I said, it's got them two spawn and only letting us see Abdullah Mason being successful, who is Jay Prince fighter. Why not just, and I like Abdullah Mason. I think that Abdullah Mason gonna be a problem at 135, and big things gonna happen for him. Now at the same time, I want to say this. Why not just release that entire 4 rounds? Like Floyd Schofield said, so the people can see how it went from the beginning to the end. That's what Floyd Schofield just said on the interview that I was just watching yesterday. That's what made me want to come talk about it today. That's some good shit. Floyd Schofield said that, on the interview. But we got these kind of people out here. This what I'm trying to show. This what I be trying to show y'all all the time. Never pay a person financial situation any kind of attention at all, and you're gonna be good out here. Never pay that shit no mind at all when it come to their actions. You feel me? You gotta watch how these motherfuckers move. Fuck how much money they got. You still gotta watch how a motherfucker moving. What the money they got to do with how they move. What they say, how they do shit. All the other shit that come with shit in life. Money just one little thing. That's it. The actions show you who they are and who they will be, whether they broke or rich. It don't change a dope fiend mentality. When we do shit that you know deep inside your own heart is fake news. You know inside your own heart is fake, but you still say that shit or put that shit out there without putting the whole story out there like it's supposed to be. Now, if he's saying the whole thing, or if all of us saying the whole thing from the beginning to the end, this Spawn and Abdullah was trashing Floyd Schofield all 4 rounds, then that would be solid as concrete. You feel me? That would be solid as concrete for you to share that to us. And then Floyd sat on an interview and said, Jay Prince lied about they only sparred 1 round. Floyd Schofield sat right on the interview and said Jay Prince lied about they only sparred 1 round. Go to Mill City and find the most recent drop that says Floyd Schofield Jr. responds to Jay Prince. Go watch that video and catch that interview where he spoke on the fake news that Jay Prince putting out that little bit of that bits and pieces of Spawn. Floyd Schofield say he a chill dude though. I like that. He say he a chill dude. And he not with all the rap. He say he rather fight. He not with all that rap. Let's fight. Shorty said, we don't gotta do no fucking marinating either. He don't like that marinating shit that he said they been doing in boxing. He said all this in the interview. Shorty said, we don't gotta do none of that marinating shit. We both young, and we can get this out the way right now. Why later? And he absolutely correct. They can for real. As fans, we'll take it now and probably take it later too. It'd probably be something good now and maybe be something big later too. Never know. Maybe it could be a big fight now and they could fight later down in somewhere else in their careers. Of course it's a good fight. So I like that he talking like that. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. We got a new breed at 135 and they want all the smoke. They want all the smoke. I'm loving it. Floyd say he not no motherfucking what he said in the interview. He said he not no Twitter guy. He not trying to have no boxing career beefing with fighters online. He rather they fight. Yeah. It's a new breed, and I'm telling y'all, especially at 135, them boys not playing. And they want them belts. When you hear anybody, listen, whenever you hear somebody try to knock the belts, any boxing channel, if you hear any boxing channel trying to knock the belts in any kind of way, they only knocking them because whoever their fighter might be, they feel like they'll never be undisputed anyway. Always remember that, y'all. Look at it like that. No matter how they say it, how they smile with it, laugh, have a good conversation with it. No, if they don't respect the belts because they respect every other championship bar and every other sport. Every sport got championship bars. And you gotta go get them bars. Them bars in boxing is them belts. Basketball, you trying to go get the championship. They sweat and run up down that court every day trying to get to a championship. Every day, football, everybody trying to get to a championship. Tennis, everybody trying to get the goal. Everybody trying to get the big joint. Yeah, they trying to hold that champions. It is what it is. So if somebody tell you that they ain't worried about the belts and all of that shit, no, no. Floyd Schofield want them belts. Whoever got them belts, yeah, get ready. Abdullah and Floyd don't want them belts. Yeah, what's his name? And the other little motherfucker I forgot that's in the weight class. Yeah, Andy Cruz. Yeah, them boys want them belts. Listen, buckle up, rather y'all fight. I'd rather y'all fight too than do all that on the line back and forth. And because that's what y'all in the sport for anyway. And me myself I can feel your energy, Floyd Schofield. I feel you. I feel your energy. I like your energy. And I can already tell it's going to be worth it and a pleasure watching you perform. I like your energy, young man. No doubt. No doubt. I like what you bringing to the table. Oh, and Floyd, if you're curious about why Jay Prince released bits and pieces of you and Abdullah Spawn, if you're really curious about that, I'm gonna tell you why. It's because Jay Prince is the kind of person that will make you believe what he wants you to see, but you got people like myself that already know he in cat mode. So you gotta come to places like that they get the update on people like that when they do shit like that. You feel me? That's what that is. It was good to hear you. It was good to hear you not blame Abdullah like you did. You didn't blame Abdullah because he already you already know Abdullah wouldn't do no sucker shit like that. You already know that. So that's good that you was you said what you said, like he ain't have nothing to do with it. And hopefully in the future, when you boys decide to release y'all managers and shit that like releasing Spawn footage and all that, hopefully in the future when you boys decide to release Spawn footage, at least you can not release it in goofball mode, only showing bits and pieces. You know? Release the whole motherfucking Spawn so we can really know what both of them did. See y'all on the get back.
Let that shit ride, 88. All in LA with it. Where I come from should be crazy. I gotta stay with it. Like I'm the one who raised you. Watch what you say, nigga. A nigga let you hold something. You gotta pay, nigga. So real grade, nigga. Boy, I ain't gonna play with you. I lose my mind. I don't know where it went sometimes. Like it's too hot. I just wanna vent sometimes. The devil always at my door. I let him in sometimes. I'm always losing. Why the fuck I can't win sometimes? You fuck around and bite my hand. I keep feeding your mouth. I can't even trust my fans. What you talking about? I got that bitch in my hand when I walk around. At least 2 chains on every day, money in every pocket. I gotta make sure I'm fresh if the fans watching. Believe in God and have faith, look what praying God. Keep it moving, don't be worrying about what they saying about you. They ain't who they say they is, they just be playing possum. I be all in my rear, switching gears, mobbing. I got my little nigga with me, yeah, he ain't a problem. I told promoters when they book me on when they a problem, or I'ma leave out this bitch wearing red bottom. They want hurdles in my city, I went up. Like the murders in my city, leave a nigga on this porch, I'm a real stepper. I guarantee I turn his ass to some real pressure. I'm like, voila, we pull up like Popeyes now. I'm like, bye-bye, you some Zaza now. Them type of niggas had me weak like they rah-rah now. You heard the fan did a sweep, I bet you ride